everybody. Welcome to this week's Hero Stream. We took a week off, as is our current pace, but pretty excited to continue with everyone and keep digging into what long-term progression in a Heroes campaign is looking like. Let's see. Our cliffhanger last week looked something like a confrontation with an owl, I think. Eldon the erudite, with his compassionate gaze fixed upon the perceptive owl, gently stretches out his arms towards it. Utilizing his novice diplomat perk, he calls upon his innate talent for wordplay and subtle persuasion. Friend of the forest, would you honor me with your presence on my arm? Eldon says softly, projecting a sincere respect for the creature's wisdom. Your eyes see much that remains hidden to us. I would be grateful for any knowledge you'd be willing to impart. The owl tilts its head, examining Eldon with curious yet knowing eyes, and it takes a moment as if weighing his intentions. And then, with almost imperceptible nod, the bird launches from its perch and glides through the air, gracefully landing on Eldon's wrist. The weight of its presence is light but meaningful. You seek guidance, the owl seems to say through its solemn gaze. The depth there hinting at untold wisdom. Okay, so we were trying to divine the source of a mana crystal. We found a mana crystal. We tried to extract it from its force field. It didn't quite work. There's the stoic owl. We've got to try and make the next logical problem-solving step. I wonder if we should just use this quick option here and converse. We're in the Starlight Sapling Grove. All right, because we were trying to appease the residents and the spirits of the place by planting starlight saplings from our friend the merchant. I feel like we've overwhelmed the nearby character system a little bit because there's maybe like 36 nearby characters from what I can remember. But for now, it's summarized to 3. We've got Pixie, red glowing automaton that we kicked into rage mode, and the owl. Eldon the erudite maintains a gentle grip on his arm as the owl settles upon it, allowing the bird to feel secure. He speaks in hushed tones, owlish, to avoid startling the creature. Oh wow, okay. Great watcher of the night, Eldon begins, his voice laced with a mix of awe and curiosity. We've come in search of mana crystals. Could you enlighten us about this place? Is there wisdom in the forest that can lead to us understanding these glimmering gems better? The owl, turning its head to scrutinize the surroundings with its wide eyes, seems to ponder Eldon's words, and after a moment of keen observation, it lets out a series of low hoots that resonate in the quiet of the grove. To Calypso and Ophelia, it might sound like an ordinary call, but the owl appears to be imparting a message to Eldon. You must observe the harmony, the owl's demeanor implies. As it briefly looks towards the pool where the mana crystals glisten, balance must be maintained. Take only what the grove can spare. Be mindful, for each crystal holds the essence of life, and the grove's consent is required. Okay, I feel like we were on good terms with the grove, but I guess there's some deeper observation that needs to happen here. I wonder if Ophelia can do something. No, we too often use. Okay, let's start to appear quite balanced and agreeable while approaching one of the mana crystals, but not touching it. First, asking out loud, how about this one? Let's be really clear. Persuasion is slowly increasing. It can't hurt. I think persuasion and animal handling is all you need, really. Okay, so Ophelia channels her novice glow perk, causing a soft aureate light to radiate from her palm. The aura of the glow, warm and inviting, reflects off her features, casting in a non-threatening, serene light as she steps cautiously towards one of the beautiful mana crystals, protruding from the pool's edge. She stops just a breath away from the clear gem, not yet laying a fingertip upon it, instead addressing the grove openly, her gaze still locked with the crystal's sparkling facets. How about this one? Ophelia inquires aloud, her voice both respectful and hopeful. She awaits any sign of consent or dissent from the grove, her posture embodying equilibrium and reverence for the natural balance around her. The ambient night air seems to hold its breath, and then the frog chorus by the water's edge recommences their nocturne. No immediate refusal presents itself, yet no explicit approval either. Calypso and Eldon watch silently, observing his interaction with the potent energy surrounding them. The red glowing automaton pauses its mimicry, seemingly aware of the crucial moment. Suddenly, the owl shifts on Eldon's arm, giving a soft hoot directed towards the pool. I feel like that was a hoot of enablement. So let's try and carefully lift the crystal and say, perhaps these are so special we can build with just this one. Because I don't think we have like a whole construct yet. We just want to start building this ancient war engine as a sustainable community. It doesn't really exist yet though, so we only need to power like the tools and the lights, the flat screen TV. Okay, with a breath that is more of a vow than exhalation, Ophelia extends her hand towards the mana crystal. Her fingertips graze its surface, feeling the throw of the energy through its translucent depth, and with the gentlest of touches, she lifts the crystal from the water's clasp, cradling it within her hands, the most fragile of treasures. As she stands holding the crystal, its glow reflects her eyes. She speaks with a voice that carries the weight of responsibility and care. Perhaps these are so special that we can rebuild with just this one, she murmurs. Considering the potential of their single, carefully chosen prize, the grove around them remains quiet and peaceful, as if in silent agreement with her sentiment. Calypso nods thoughtfully, pondering the wise economy of their artisan's approach, and Eldon gives a small smile, his eyes reflecting respect for their delicate undertaking, while the owl blinks slowly, its gaze lingering on the crystal in Ophelia's embrace. The red glowing automaton suddenly projects a soft light that harmonizes with the crystal's brilliance, and its mechanical clicks and whirs taking on an almost celebratory cadence. Hey, we got a mana crystal. Excellent. Okay, so quest update for the Ancient Siege Secrets. Okay. Let's take a look at our quests, maybe. Go back up here and check it out. So we have Brewer's Guidance. We've got a lot of sprawling quests. Someday we'll finish our Robo-Rat transformation from the beginning of our journey. Oh. Wait. Oh, Bartram wants to assist? Okay. I mean, okay. Ask for, or maybe like ask Bartram for his input. Ophelia looks around for the knowledgeable merchant Bartram, hoping for his insight. Oh, he didn't come along with us. Okay. Well, I kind of want to just take it back to the junkyard. Well, that's that, I'd say, and lead the crew back to the junkyard home base to commence work on the siege engine. Hopefully this won't offend the Grove or Bertram too much. Clips it with a firm nod to Ophelia and Eldon, sets his eyes on the path leading into the grove. Well, that's that, he declares confidently, signaling for his companions to follow. His party traverses through the forest with leaves and twigs crunching. They reach their home base in the junkyard. Oh, it's been weeks since we've been back here. Home sweet home. Greeted by the familiar sight of scrap metal and potential it holds, with a manic crystal now among their resources and the knowledge they've accumulated, the team is ready to embark on the construction of the siege engine, a blend of ancient magic and modern innovation waiting to be birthed from their skilled hands. Wow, this owl is really backing us up. We're going to have to make like an owl hood ornament for the siege engine, I think. As the group prepares for this ambitious collaboration, they notice the owl from the grove has quietly followed them, perched atop a rusty pylon, watching with silent interest, and its presence seems to hint at the grove's continued watchfulness over their endeavors. Okay, so we've gotta use this wisely. Well, let's use gadget tinkering to build a power cell frame for the mana crystal, maybe. That seems reasonable. It can't just float in a fishbowl. There's got to be some kind of power conductor thingy. The owl is the only nearby character. Watching, waiting. Oh, okay. Interesting. A lot more detail. There's more of a breakdown here. How do we interpret this, though? Oh, is this okay? So engineering contributed 13. Interesting. Okay, let's break this down a bit. I got a boost from my gadget tinkering perk, but the mana crystal is complicated, and I'm not very smart. I must have a very high skill level. Okay, so Ophelia focuses intently, her hands steady as she begins crafting a power cell for the frame. She arranges her tools carefully, pulls out the wires. Despite her meticulous effort, Ophelia aligning the arcane conduits is more challenging. Her design is sound, but the peculiarities of the crystal require finesse that eludes her skill level. Eldon steps forward. Oh, okay. Yeah, let's accept Eldon's help, I guess. Work with Eldon to continue building the power cell frame and kindly accept guidance. Go with humility. I've never built a power cell frame before. Yeah, for sure. There's some new stats kind of coming out of the woodwork. It's almost more fun to not have patch notes in front of me because I can just run face first into it at high speed and be like, wait, what? It's a good way to discover. I've also noticed, maybe you have too, that there's like the pacing is a little bit more even now. So we've got like action, story response much sooner, and then like the nice to haves of state updates and things like that are kind of cascading in a much more logical way, which is great because obviously that was a big hurdle, is sitting and solving our crosswords while we wait for the action to resolve is definitely an OG Heroes experience. No longer though. Okay. Oh, I failed again. How about I don't break this mana crystal? Okay, Ophelia nods at Eldon's face and goes back to her work, allowing herself to be guided. Oh, the flow of the magic is still erratic. Everyone is combining their powers to make this work. Okay, yeah, for sure. Calypso uses Forge Star to... no, I can't use Forge Starter. Lend further skill and focus to the group. Hey, Corvarian. Heroes development is going great. We are adding some yet to be announced smaller tidbit updates this week that you'll get official patch notes on shortly. I think it's not unfair to say that there's going to be more of an emphasis on factions and villains. I think I'm allowed to tease that a little bit, although we're kind of forming up exactly how that's going to work. And also, I think there's a concern or a mind to make sure that quests stay relevant and that they're not, peppered everywhere. Not too many things become a quest, but not too few. And then the quests that you do have a draw to them. So there's a lot of refinement happening right now in terms of quality of the mechanics, making sure that they're all flowing together and making sure that we're really boiling down the things that are bloat and that don't need to be there, that don't actually contribute to the actual central fun of the experience. Is my elevator pitch on how it's going so far. Minimal effect. That's better than failure. I'll take it. Collaborative effort gave us a +3. Interesting. One for each person. So we got a blacksmithing level. Awesome. Calypso, observing the soft glow of the mana crystal, decides to further refine the framework surrounding it. He carefully selects a hammer and chisel from his displayed array of blacksmithing tools, each stripe designed to chisel. Wow. Their efforts have rendered a pulsing heart for the siege engine. It's still light years away from perfection. Perched atop a pile of discarded scraps, the glowing automaton observes contemplatively, unexpectedly amidst a series of low, intricate hums and buzzes. Wait a minute. A communication of sorts directed at the power cell frame. Oh my gosh, it wants to join too. Okay, so now we know that 3 people was not enough. Nice, it's good to hear, and take your time. Oh yeah, thank you. Thank you for the permission to take our time. We appreciate everyone's support. I think we are enjoying building something we love for sure, and definitely want to do it justice. I know that's how I feel being on the team. Character. Okay, Ophelia speaks automatonish. She sees that 3 people were not enough and that we've got a 4th volunteer. Interpret and encourage. Let me just get some English correction. Okay, interpret and encourage. The automaton's assistance. Yeah, that should be good enough, I think. And maybe we should switch our main quest to the siege engine, I guess. I won't do it now in case it interrupts like our request flow a little bit. Minimal effect? What? Okay. So Ophelia steps closer to the automaton, her eyes sparkling with keen interest. She listens to the mechanical utterances using snippets of automaton as she gently encourages his efforts. The melody syncs with the crystal's energy. Can you adjust the frequency to harmonize better? The automaton tilts its head, acknowledging her request. It whirs quietly, recalibrating and sends another beam towards the frame, fine-tuning the crystal's vibrations. The adjustment is tiny yet significant, only causing a faint shift in the crystal's luminescence. And the air in the workshop crackles with newfound potential, suggesting that while Ophelia may not have a perfect grasp of the construct's language, she has successfully inspired the cooperation between artifice and alloy. What a great line. Calypso watches alongside Eldon from their respective workbenches, both slightly taken aback by the subtle dance of light and motion. Their creation, once a mere concept, feels more alive than ever, and Eldon, intrigued by interaction, pulls out a small notepad from his satchels and begins jotting down observations. Fascinating synergy, he murmurs, captivated by the unfolding technical ballet. Use beginner's luck to... No, it's just for food. I don't think we can force Eldon to plot armor a solution in here. But Eldon might be able to contribute. So let's see. Do we have our inventory? Oh, Calypso leveled up. Too cool. Okay, let's check that out. Pause game. 1 free perk point to spend. Is it custom? Because we want it. Go to perks. Okay, this sounds like we might be able to use it. Feybound Compass. That's awesome. Upon activating Feybound Compass, ethereal lights begin to dance around Calypso's starlight sapling. What? We have a sapling permanently with us now? Okay. That's pretty cool. But there's also Farsight divination magic. With a quick chant and concentration, you can see far distances. Blossom Touch. Oh, these are all new. Okay. Flowers instantly. Puppy Eyes, we've seen. Let's see. I think we might be able to plot bend with the Feybound Compass. Let's try that. So let's use our new Feybound Compass to indicate what the mana crystal, to help indicate, needs to fully set and activate so we can continue building upon the power cell. Let's try that. Oh, sweet. I'm slowly making automaton show legitimate real world skill. Level 3. I didn't notice that. Hey, okay, that worked. So Calypso takes a deep breath, feeling the familiar weight of the starlight sapling pendant around his neck. I have a pendant? This is so cool. I didn't even know. A hush falls over the workshop as he focuses, invoking the Feybound Compass. This is good. Ethereal lights awaken and swirl around him, caressing the mana crystal within the power cell frame. The room bathes in a soft glow, the air humming with Fey energy. The tendrils of light converge, forming a luminous orb that floats gently towards a shelf laden with various runes and essences. It's clear that the compass guidance aims at an arcane reagent that has been overlooked. What? Oh, this is deep lore from the junkyard. I am here for it. Okay, Ophelia and Eldon watch, spellbound by the display, until the orb dissipates, leaving a faint residue on a vial labeled ether salt. It's time for a bubble bath. Understanding the hint, Calypso crosses the room, retrieves the vial, and sprinkles a pinch of the substance over the mana crystal. And as it makes contact, the crystal emits a harmonic tone. Its light stabilizes, and its glow now steady and strong. Eldon, grinning with approval, scratches into his notepad. Interaction of Fey magic and ether salt stabilizes arcane conductivity. Remarkable. Monopoly, man. He looks up from his notes to Calypso, excitement evident in his eyes. You've unlocked a symbiosis between natural magic and the arcane. This could be the key to powering the engine without risk of overload. Whoa, we have a warranty now. Okay. Who was our expert on the engine? I feel like... oh, great to have you. Thanks for joining the stream. We think we're close to kicking off an ancient war machine / I'm thinking of it kind of like a Dungeons and Dragons RV, but it's going to be massive. And if we need to, we can use it for war. But hopefully, it'll just be the home for our sustainable community of ragtag creatures and NPCs. So we think we have a power cell. Okay, so we gotta do a Eureka for sure, and then and wonder aloud what our first steps should be in the building project. Aaron, what say you? I wonder if Aaron's still around. I think he brought it up for the first time, or he's the one who happened to have some contact or knowledge with it. I'm not even totally sure what a siege engine looked like. How big are we talking? Is it like one school bus, a megazord? I don't know. We need these details. And this is something where it would be helpful to have a visual associated with the concept of the siege engine, so we could kind of refer. I'm like, okay, it looks kind of like it's got tank treads, or it has humanoid legs, or it has wheels. That kind of help us stay focused on what we're working towards. Okay. Calypso can hardly contain his enthusiasm as the mana crystal light studies Eureka, he exclaims, his eyes alight with the success of their experiment. He turns to his companions, a plan already forming in his mind. With this breakthrough, it's dwarvish though, right? With this breakthrough, we're one step closer to bringing our siege engine to life. What should our first steps be in the construction? He wonders aloud, eager to begin. Then, realizing the importance of every member's contribution, Calypso seeks the insight of their newest ally. Aaron, what say you? It's kind of Scottish. He calls out around looking for the artificer. Yeah, where's the artificer? Let's see. I think we just continue the story, actually. Aaron might be here, so let's give him a chance to speak. Right. When Aaron was like revealed that he was also an artificer, that's kind of what helped cement this whole, we have to go deep into a building center because we've got a whole bunch of scrap machines and robots, a whole bunch of blacksmiths. Ophelia is also like an arcane gadgeteer, and then Aaron was an artificer as well. Okay. The glow of the stabilized mana crystal casts dancing shadows across the room. Amidst the shimmering light, Aaron emerges, wiping his brow with the back of a soot-marked hand. Nice. His keen eyes reflecting the crystal's radiance. Calypso, Ophelia, Eldon, Aaron starts with a tone denoting the crossroads of craftsmanship and art. Oh, he's impressed. Okay. To harness such a power, crystal's power, we must forge a chassis, strong yet attuned to its energies. Nigh faster than an F1 racing car. We'll need to temper the metals with elemental fire and quench them in moon-touched waters to achieve the resonance necessary. Alden nods thoughtfully, chewing on Aaron's words. Ophelia, meanwhile, sketches rudimentary designs inspired by the automaton's interaction with the crystal. They all seem to acknowledge that their combined knowledge will be crucial to the project's success, and suddenly the glowing automaton begins to whir and click with increased intensity, its movements growing more deliberate as it approaches the group. It pauses before Calypso and extends a metallic appendage and does an R2-D2 and projects a holographic blueprint of a siege engine with placeholders for the mana crystal's integration. The display suggests the automaton itself possesses a knowledge. Okay. Oh, so we resurrected a scrappy robot from so long ago that it fully knows what we're trying to do. It catches our vibe. It recognizes this sort of machine. They're from a similar age. This will be immensely helpful. Okay. Aaron's joined the team, providing crucial insight into forging a chassis. The automaton has presented a... Okay, so we need to divide and conquer a little bit. I think we need elemental fire and moon-touched waters, and we've got metal already. Eldon the Erudite has a... Okay, we can find a source of food or water, but can we find a source of moon-touched water? That'll cut one thing off our shopping list for sure. Oh, okay. Well, I was kind of, I was pushing a little bit. Beginner's luck can't do everything. So Eldon reaches inwards, summons the beginner's luck in an effort to locate a source of moon-touched waters. But despite his intuition and survivor skills, the magical essence he seeks remains elusive. His attempt, though earnest, yield no clear signs. Okay. The automaton has something to say. It pivots toward a neglected corner of the workspace and carefully shifts aside the panels. It reveals an ancient dusty tome called Lunar Alchemy, the Essence of Tides. I knew I put that somewhere. The book falls open to illustrate a pool bathed in moonlight alongside instructions for invoking the moon's blessing upon the water. This unexpected discovery presented by the automaton may just be the solution they need to progress their quest. Okay. Let's see. Do we go deep on the moon-touched waters first? Okay, so... all right, so let's have Ophelia study the book further. Yeah, that's a solid answer. For sure, GPT-4 at the moment, although we're working on replicating the quality with other models as well, it's still in progress. And there's a lot of like subtle small systems. The memory embeddings are one of the later ones, but there's a lot of little things that subdivide the problem of keeping everything consistent and interacting with each other. So not just completion calls, but angling parts of the logic together to kind of create a cohesive flow to the stories. That's where tuning up loose parts and improving sections is all happening in that larger system. Uh-oh. My crafting simulator has been interrupted. Ophelia leafs through brittle pages of the book, Lunar Alchemy and the Essence of Tides. Amidst the detailed descriptions and alchemical symbols, she finds a ritual for moon-touched water. The procedure requires an open body of water during a full moon, a silver basin to collect the essence, and a chant from the heart to the moon. We can work on that. Calypso and Eldon peer over her shoulder, interested in the specifics of the ritual, and the glowing red automaton remains nearby, its light dimming as if to give space for the trio to study their newfound guidance. As they absorb the information, a light rustling from outside the workspace catches their attention. A young man approaches, panting as if he's been running off. Are you the builders of the mighty engine I've heard rumors of? My village needs such power to fend off the dark threat looming over us. Um, uh, Aye, lad, but it no be built yet. We be needing blessed moon waters and elemental fire. Do you know where any are? Is there an elemental fire depot near you? Impossible? What's impossible? Calypso nods in agreement with the young man's request, his face set with determination. We do plead to build a bar. Blah, 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 okay. Yeah, that's what we need. The young man introduced Bridgenar, listens intently, ready. Okay, I don't know why I said impossible there. I'm discouraged, but let's continue. Let's see what Brinjar has to say. Did you bring us a jar of elemental fire? Because that would be just fine. I have hope. I love how the quest is to like see how the siege engine could help, but it's not even built yet. Although, like, more citizens of Siegetopia are welcome. I wonder if we can build the Eldon Ring, a siege engine that's a giant ring like Halo, and then it could be a moving location. That'd be sweet. Getting ahead of ourselves. We don't even have a battery yet. Okay. Oh. We have a vessel capable of such enchantment. Oh, like a basin, maybe. Okay. Oh wait, we are following him. Okay. So merchants hawk their wares, aromas of spiced food, the spice must flow, permeates the air. Performers captivate audience with their arts. We should throw money. We should support the street artists. The energy is infectious among the crowd. They notice the robed figures. Hey, you robed figures. Want help? As they absorb the vibrant atmosphere, a man draped in the cloak of midnight blue catches sight of them. He approaches with an amiable grin. I don't trust him already. His cloak, embroidered with moons and stars. Greetings. I'm Ilvar, a wanderer and seeker of arcane truths. Your aura suggests you're crafters of peculiar talents. Perhaps we can exchange insights. All right, we seek a source of elemental fire for our forge. That's true. It's not a lie. Ilvar's eyes light up at Eldon's mention of elemental fire. Ah, a most potent force indeed. Elemental fire can be elusive, but I've crossed paths with an alchemist here at the festival who specializes in the elemental essences. He gestures towards a stall where vials of liquid shimmer. What was it, a liquid? Just there. All right. Okay. I feel like I just ignored the guy with the family heirloom, but let's chase this while it's here. Thank you, Ilvar. You are very friendly and helpful. All right, so visit the alchemist stall. That's all I need to do. Couldn't have said it better. Will they help us? So we need the moon basin, that's a family heirloom from Brinjar, and possibly alchemist fire of some kind. Ah, okay. The stall is adorned with vials and ingredients of all kinds, flickering with otherworldly glows. Intrigued by the chance to acquire elemental fire, the stall is adorned with vials and ingredients. Calypso and Eldon join Ophelia at the stall, looking over a myriad of alchemical components with a mix of curiosity and anticipation. Its red glowing automaton lingers nearby, its gaze fixed on vibrant vials, as if comprehending their potential. The author eyes the automaton with a hint of recognition before turning to his other business. I mean, can we just trade gold for fire? Trade gold for fire. We want fire, fire good. Okay, Valtar, what you got? Do we even have gold? I feel like I kept giving it all away. Let's go take a look at our inventory. Okay, yeah, we got some. Oh, is the flavor text thing in? We gotta check that in a second. Let's find someone with a cool item and then we will inspect this flavor text feature. Wow, okay, that was easy. I feel like this was going to be a funny generation for some reason. Her confidence underscored by their importance of their task. Valtar, we require elemental fire for a project of great urgency and significance, she begins, her tone respectful and assertive. We're willing to trade gold for a substance of reliable potency. Valtar's eyes narrow in thought, examining the earnest faces before him. He slides open a drawer and lifts out a small, intricately carved box. Inside, a vial pulses with an inner flame that seems to dance independently of any physical fuel. This is no ordinary flame. It is pyros essence. It's tempting to say pyros essence, but it's pyros. This is a fantasy. Drawn from the heart of our elemental epic. But it's precious, but for a gold and a cause, we can strike a deal. All right. Wow. I thought Ophelia was a good negotiator, but she gave all of our money. Come on, Ophelia. I guess that's what I would do. It's sure we have enough reason. Yeah, Eldon's got my back on this one. It's like we're spending all of our money. Okay, well, we have it. So, indeed, the next step has our back here too. We've got to go. So we'll thank the merchant and head towards Brinjar's home. To view the heirloom, to see if it's suitable for blessed moon water. This is a lot of work just for a chassis, a war chassis. Right, blessed moon water. Yeah. Oh yeah, and we gotta check out the flavor text as well. Someone's gonna have something. Banana crystal, maybe. That's gonna be a worthy first item to check out. All right. All right. Thanks, Valtar. Peace out. We head toward the Brinjar family home. The streets are aglow with lanterns and the lively chatter of festival goers, and they navigate through pockets of performers and lines of food stalls, each with their own enticing aromas, and as they make their way, distant music and lutes and flutes. They're doubling down. Fill the air with a celebratory tune. I guess it is a harvest moon. Upon arriving at Bridget's house, the young man waits for them outside, eager to show them the vessel. Okay. I feel like this is a Calypso kind of. Are ye sure? Oh, okay, let's just inspect the basin. Maybe we're not sure. It says we gotta reveal its secrets with moonlight, so we should do that first. Walter's eyes near that. His practice eyes scan for signs of magical conductivity and any symbols that resonate with the moon-touched enchantments. His mentor watches cravings, latent energies. This will serve us well. Let's just come, Rinjar. We got a ritual. Bea will know what I'm going for. No need to be overly wordy. His inspection is thorough, examining the basin and senses a faint alignment with the lunar forces, as we all have deep within us. Alright. Calypso directs his gaze towards Brinjar. You've been chosen for a mission. His expression serious but infused with a spark of excitement. Come, Brinjar! We have a ritual to prepare and the full... Yeah, see? We got a ritual turns into lovely prose. I love it. We have a ritual to prepare and the full moon waits for no one. His voice carries the weight of their shared responsibility and an urgency that mirrors the importance of their quest. Bridger nods in response, eager to be a part of something greater and a protection for his village that might stem from ancient and mystical forces. What better than that? He aids Calypso in gathering the necessary items for the ritual: the silver basin, the pyros essence from Voltar, and the other companions previously collected. Ophelia stand ready, prepare to lead Bridger's festival buzzes, focus on their tasks. The air is thick as they move through the festival crowd. They find a suitable spot for the ritual. What awaits them there will test their preparation skills, pitting their combined knowledge against the very forces they're trying to harness. Oh, Brinjar just joined the party. What does that even mean? We'll find out. That's a new one. Has anyone seen that one before? I think I've been waiting to experience this fusing of party feature. I like it. If you need a new person to join your party, just tell them we gotta, and then insert task here. Before we get wrapped up, let's check out the flavor text. I think that's going to be cool. Let's find someone with a cool inventory item. All right, I'm going to go all the way up. Okay, inventory. Starlight saplings. That could be good. Who else do we have though? Ophelia, maybe? What's she got? I really want to do like a major quest item like the mana crystal, let me see. Or is that like, yeah, okay. Oh, this is cool. A mana crystal is a luminous gemstone, often found of hues of deep violet, iridescent blue, that pulses with inner light discovered in these areas with magical energy. And crystals are coveted for their ability to draw magical power. Amazing. I got an idea. Let's see if we can get a visual image of that all the way. We'll do some background images. I want more images. I'm not backing down. Okay, we'll get an image going in the background for that one. And let's also see the Pyros essence, maybe. Hopefully that'll draw. I think it draws from like, yeah. That's not bad. Okay. Oh, I think my screen share won't show images right now because I'm locked to my app. We'll repost some of those later. But this flavor text feature has deep potential. I dig it. The ritual, though. Let's just perform it. Yeah, let's make flavor text of all the images, or vice versa. Yeah, thanks for joining, Sam. See you, Sam. Right. Okay, we've got a new party member. We've explored flavor text for the first time. It's deeply cool. We need image generation paired with it as soon as possible to unleash the shiny. Okay. Mineral effect. With the Pyros essence, not. But okay. I don't think this is what was supposed to happen. We're supposed to get blessed moon water, not. Oh, we've got to expand the ritual chant. We can do that probably. Use Flesling Historian to chant to to go full chant. No more holding back. Got to use the old fables, the old languages, the old choruses. What's gonna happen? I feel like it's conflating stuff, but since it's doing it, I don't want to contradict it. Like I think the Pyro's essence and the moon water were two separate things. It's kind of blending them into a single objective. Oh hey, Ophelia taps into her fledgling knowledge of history, summoning the strength of her voice to recite the full chant. Confidence swells within her as she relies not only on the words, but on the very essence of historical power that lays dormant in their surroundings. Her voice carries a newfound authority, stirring the Pyros essence to dance with a stronger light, as if fueled by the echoes of Larian's ancient wisdom. Cool. As the chant reaches a crescendo, the basin vibrates with energy, and the Pyros essence ignites with a more vibrant flame that seems to mirror the brilliance of the moon above. The surroundings shimmer with a silvery aura, indicating that the moon's blessing is finally taking hold. Calypso watches, a flicker of admiration. As the ritual unfolds with greater force, the full moon casting its approving glow, it's clear that Ophelia's invocation has strengthened the connection to the lunar power as they sought to harness. Okay. All right. So we got. Let's take the basin to the junkyard and forge the chassis with everyone. Let's try and get like one major sector. I mean, the battery is a pretty big deal, I guess, but like if we can get the battery and the base of the siege engine, I feel like we'll be much further along. Then we can start making extra copies of siege engine keys for people. If anyone wants to borrow it. Oh, critical failure. What? Um, uh, crumpled check. A rift of spec. Too much shock to read. Okay, let's start at the beginning. We failed. Calypso carrying the basin brimming with moon-touched water. Brinjo stands nearby. They start working. There's a spectral surge that crumples the chassis. Shades erupt from the ruptured metal. Phantoms of vengeful history loose. Oh, ghosts of war, maybe. Okay, okay. Calypso ready to defend. Whoa. Okay. A spectral. That's amazing. We tried to. There's too much happening, but I think having an in-story subscription to the Siege Engine is an amazing idea. We'll do it. That's fantastic. Okay, I can breathe. Let's do this. Okay, I've got my hammer is broken, and so is my pride. So is my chassis. How do I defend? You know what? Let's uh, let's use spectral mechanics muse to disorient the shades. I think that just creates like a supernova of spare parts from Home Depot. That's a good opener. This is solid conflict though. Like we really wanted to make a nice vintage siege engine, and it caused a spectral rift with the ghosts of the war or something. No, more failure. Oh, this is our Empire Strikes Back moment. Nothing is going right. Ophelia, amidst the chaos of clashing metal ethereal screeches, focusing intently on their spectral mechanics muse. Okay. Uh, oh, made them angrier. Okay. They don't relent. Oh my gosh, this is like I've unleashed the Ghostbuster nightmare. I'm starting to lose stamina. Wow, we're set. This could be a party wipe or something. What have I got? Does Calypso have anything? But we need magic though. Like this is not. What does that do? No. Okay, I've got an idea. Um, Dungeon Depot, yes. Home Depot does not have the necessary things for siege engines. Okay. Um, okay, so Ophelia, in desperation, let's build this up a lot, says the secret key word to the glowing automaton that she swore she'd never use again, not since the last time it became ultra mega spirit guardian. Defender. But there's no. But she does. Okay, yeah, there we go. Let's see if our glowing automaton is secretly an ultra mega spirit guardian, and Ophelia has been hiding that fact from everyone. Impossible. Okay. I consider a fable. Okay. Yell at the automaton. Yell at the automaton in automatonish. Activate the Omega. Activate the Omega beams. We're running out of time. We've got to have a better foothold for the next 2 weeks. Can't leave. Oh, he doesn't have Omega beams. It's gotten really good at filtering out my attempts to avoid the plot. Okay. Let's consult the ancient book. Maybe there's something in this book that can help us. Swords aren't helping. I can't abandon my junkyard. I've got a haunted chassis. I need to finish it. It needs a coat of red paint. We've got goals and dreams. This ghost storm can't be the end. Okay. Ophelia. Oh. Okay. Ophelia amidst the chaos of spectral combat quickly retrieves an ancient tome on spectral entities. Of course, I had one in my bag for the more pages. I'm not angry. That's a good thing. With urgency, she begins reciting a binding incantation out of the text. And causing it to dissipate. Okay. All right. The creatures seem determined to overwhelm the group. Okay. Ward off the spirits and bind them into the chassis as working in tandem with Ophelia, Aaron, and Eldon to right this wrong. Light a forge, get all the ghosts back in the ghost trap, but also get our sports car. We can do it. Releasing mana and stamina. I was just thinking to myself, perhaps naively, that I feel like my resources haven't really been put to the test recently. Yeah, exactly. It's countering my easy outs for sure. Oh no. Oh, I'm getting wrecked. Okay. Okay. Okay, we're almost out of time, but we'll do a couple more actions because this is just too tense. In the thick of battle, Calypso calls forth his forge starter perk. Magic falters. Phantom's now whipped into a greater fury. Shield spell. Uneven ground. But if they can even. Okay. Double down! I yell and use my forge starter perk to press forward with Calypso's plan, seeing his intent to reforge the chassis with the fury of 1,000 spirits. I can't run. Like, this is literally the hill I will die on because this whole story is revolved around this junkyard. I can't leave it. Impossible. Oh, I was too descriptive. It's not beyond her grasp. It's right there. It's right there. To aid Calypso. It's right there. Maybe I have to use a specific syntax to use the perk. I've got to quell this. Oh. Whoa. Okay. I guess let's do a little bit of feedback. All right. Last action. It's gotta be. It can't do anything that we don't have. Tense is tense. What do we got? Oh, okay. I got it. Place the mana crystal in our automaton friend to supercharge them. Oh, is that what it did? Good point. I didn't see that. Well, it was kind of noisy, so I think that bug worked in our favor, but I'll keep that in mind. Okay, it might not base its capabilities. We're getting wrecked. I think this might be. Okay, let's repair the chassis while everyone else is distracted. Maybe we'll get one last shot at this perk. Ophelia takes a moment while focused on the challenge. Okay, hums back to life. Only a stopgap of alleged conflict. Clips of sword arcs of the air. Eldon conjures arcane missiles. Oh, Ophelia's level 4. Okay, that could help. Okay. How's the chassis contributing? Okay, there's missiles. Another automaton steps forward. Ophelia's leveling up. We have 2 free perks. Were we saving up or something? Let's check that out real quick. And then I think we'll consider wrapping up for the day. What's going on? Crystal Harmony, magical energies with a mana crystal. Okay. I feel like that would be good. Okay, let's do a panic spend. Use Crystal Harmony to supercharge the crystal in the automaton to quell the attack. It's definitely an epic scene. Oh. Oh, to dispel spirits, maybe? I think I misinterpreted the actual perk itself. Okay, let's undo. Last try. I'm hooked on this. Use Crystal Harmony to connect with the mana crystal in the automata. I'm glad you think my campaign is normal. Oh my gosh. What? I gave my crystal to the. Okay, this is going to be our cliffhanger for next session. It's a good one. We've got magic missiles flying, swords flying, spirits on all angles. We're burning resources. We're failing constantly. It's kind of the perfect storm. Thanks for joining, everybody, and we'll see you in 2 weeks for the next hero session. We're really enjoying playing through with you. Take care.